Hi guys, welcome to Confession Session. I'm your host, Ryan McLaughlin. You guys know how this goes. Today I have a special guest from the book Fahrenheit 451. Welcome, Captain Beatty. Alright, so as you probably already know, as you've agreed to come on, we have some rules that our guests have to follow and that our listeners also have to follow to make this a pleasant time for everyone. This is a safe place where we just want to hear the truth and honest thoughts, whether it's your thoughts or what actually happened, because here we consider both sides of the story. Because if you only hear one side of the story, you have no understanding at all. Okay, let's get this show on the road. I'm going to start off by saying, hi, Captain. What an honor it is to be talking to you for the next few minutes.
It's honestly an honor to be here. I've been a listener for quite a while, and I was so excited to hear the announcement that I was going to be your next guest.
Well, I'm glad you're here. Let's get rolling with a hot question to start us off. You've talked a lot about how much you hate books, yet you know so much information on them and you always quote them.
Yes, I do quote books a lot, and to be honest with you, I used to have a large collection, and now have a smaller collection of books that I've taken from houses before we burn them. I enjoy reading and writing to see just how dumb it is, and how much my work is actually helpful towards our society.
So you'd say you do it out of vengeance towards books?
I wouldn't say vengeance, but a hatred towards them clarifies what I'm doing, and that I'm doing it for the right reasons.
Interesting. What has made you hate them and why?
We destroy books to maintain social order. Society has gotten so overpopulated, so sensitive to insult, that things which create division become so unwelcome as to be dangerous to social order itself. People want to be happy, isn't that right? Haven't you heard all your life, I want to be happy, people say? Well, aren't they? No. What one person might see as valuable knowledge might offend another, and books are ultimately incapable with a society that prizes happiness and calmness.
That's a very interesting perspective and valid. Now, Captain, have you ever read a book?
Well, yes, of course I have. Every firefighter goes through a phase of wondering why they are burning books in the first place.
Yes, but I'm wondering, have you ever read a book for other than that reason?
Well, yes, I'm a very educated man and understand conflict books have to our society. I can control myself not to let it interfere with my opinions on them or our society. Books are taken from the weak-minded.
So you're saying because you burn books, you can control yourself?
Yes, I would say that.
Huge thanks to Audible for sponsoring this podcast. Guys, Audible, I'm so excited to talk about Audible. They're one of my favorite sponsors, and for those of you who don't know, Audible is an app that you can download for free. That's right, for free, from the iTunes Store. Then you can listen to an unlimited selection of books. They have all my favorite books and more. They're great to listen to during long car rides, doing chores, and right before bed, which is what I do. And use my favorite feature, the timer, which is just one of the great features they have to offer. You can get 5 free audiobooks today if you sign up and use my code ConfessionSessions5. That's 5 free audiobooks. That's ConfessionSessions5 today. Enjoy listening. Alright, I want to ask you a highly requested question from our listeners. Did you want to die that night?
I did want to die. I was okay with it. I was deeply unhappy and didn't value life enough to even try to prevent Montag from doing it. No one understands what society has lost and how meaningless life is now that books are outlawed. And that wasn't a world I wanted to be part of anymore.
Thank you for sharing that. I know it must have been difficult. I just have one more question before we wrap things up here. What did you mean when you said Clarice is better off dead?
Simple. Her family has corrupted her mind and turned her into a nonconformist. As such, she is unable to accept the censorship of our society and has turned into her own social liability and embarrassment, incapable of blending in.
Whoa, you've given my listeners a lot to think about. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me. I had a great time.
Thank you so much for listening today. I hope you had as great an experience as I did, and we can walk away with some serious points to consider. Thank you for tuning in. This has been Confession Sessions with your host, Riley McLaughlin.